AskReddit. Posted by Hot Diggity Daffodil. What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? Being the little spoon is also nice. This is called jetpacking, when the smaller person is on the outside. If a guy goes out with other guys, chances are when he says they talked about nothing, they actually did talk about nothing interesting. No gossip, no how's the family, it just tends to be talking about some sort of shared interest or hobby and a lot of banter. And when you ask him, I can almost guarantee that he remembers almost none of the content of the 5-hour conversation they've been having. This is so true. On multiple occasions, I've been grilled for information by my wife after hanging out with friends. It usually starts when I give her a piece of info that came up that I know she'd want to know. There will inevitably be some line of follow-up questioning she wants answers to, and never understands why I didn't find the rest of it out. It ends with some variation of, "Why didn't you ask about the other question she wants answered?" I don't know, I guess it just didn't come up. Well then, what did you talk about? I don't know, but not that You're useless. Honestly, I'm not trying to be difficult. It's just never something that feels necessary to ask in the moment. I guess it's the adult version of kids telling their parents they did nothing at school. She feels left out. You went out with your guy friends and she wasn't there. She probably doesn't feel like part of the gang, so she just wants you to provide her with some kind of closure to make her feel better. She wants you to make her feel like part of the gang. Next time you go out with friends and then you come home before she even has the chance to ask, you just be like, "Hey hun, you'll never believe what X's friend said." Then tell her a joke that isn't funny and she'll give up on grilling you for information. Wife: "Why didn't you tell me Jeff was having a baby?" Me: "Oh yeah, I forgot." Wife: "When did he tell you?" Me: shrug: "A few months ago or so." Wife: "I don't know how you don't tell me these things immediately." Me: "We probably started talking about how strong gorillas are and I forgot." Mostly nothing is that important to us. Except how strong gorillas are. That ish is crazy. Edit: holy shnikes. I'm just a simple man that loves him some primates. Thank you for the gold, kind stranger. If we randomly surprise you with flowers or some gift for no reason, it doesn't mean there is an ulterior motive or that we are trying to get forgiveness for something. So when you make a big deal and try to roast us with questioning, or say things like, "Wow, why can't you be more like this more often?" all you are doing is sending the signal to the man's brain, "Do not do the thing again," that brings her suspicion on you. Besides, we know if it becomes expected, then it becomes a chore and we are treated as some sort of failure when we don't do it. Might be too late, but guys really enjoy side-by-side time. A lot of people have already brought this up, so I'm really just putting a name on it. It took a while for my wife to figure it out, but side-by-side time is when you are engaged in an activity with someone else, but not necessarily talking to them. You bond through the shared experience of the activity, not by talking to each other. This is why so many guys reminisce about shared experiences and tell stories about things they did together. I also happen to think that side-by-side time is why guys like games so much. I game online with my good friends frequently, and we rarely get past "how are you" in terms of personal chat, but we all love it. Same goes for watching sports, playing board games, other hobbies and stuff. So, if you really want to impress your husband, boyfriend, intentionally have side-by-side time with him. Pick an activity or hobby that he enjoys and just do it with him. Don't ask him if he's enjoying himself, or what he's thinking. If you have to, literally just sit next to him on the couch and watch the game with him. If he's comfortable with it, quietly watch him build his computer, or ask him how it works. Keep the conversation about the activity. Avoid asking him how he's doing unless he brings it up. Literally just be there with him. Sit and be there while he cleans his pew-pew, or just read a book in the same room he's reading in. Total side note, especially for women who are married to an introvert. If you really want to have a conversation, ask your husband, boyfriend about something they're interested in or enjoy. Point being, guys, and introverts in general, find it 10x easier to talk about something rather than themselves. Ask a guy how his day is, fine. Ask a guy to explain something about his favorite hobby, you will be there for hours. This is a generalization, but I think there's some truth in it. I think women tend to bond through verbal communication, and they get worried, nervous to just be there with their partner, side by side, because they aren't actually doing anything. But guys see that as bonding and caring. Edit, thank you for the gold, kind person. I'm glad some of you found it useful. Smile. Guys don't like the chase. That doesn't mean you need to be easy. But girls who play hard to get and will Jessica Fletcher and ignore him and ish because guys love the challenge, all you're doing is probably pshhh him off and making him less interested. Happened to me some years ago. Friend's friend was quite interested in me, but showed no interest on the surface. We'll call my friend Stacy and her friend Ashley. Stacy said Ashley thinks you're attractive, while other friends said, nah. She said she wanted to F the ish out of you. I played the game for a bit, waited for her to show any interest. Hugs from her would be the donkey out, one-armed, side hug thing. Anytime our friends would try to leave us alone, Ashley would follow Stacy like a lost puppy and I'd end up hanging out with Stacy's boyfriend. He was cool people. I ended up saying F it when another girl showed legitimate interest. Ashley went crazy that I got with another girl, blocked me on Facebook, started slamming me left and right, all because she seemingly wouldn't give me the time of day. I still don't understand. Edit, since I've seen a lot of responses about me not making a move. By I played the game, I meant I genuinely showed interest and tried to get her to hang out, go out on a one-on-one basis. Every time, she would have some excuse not to. I didn't just sit idly by. Her body language around me didn't show any indication of interest. Edit 2, also, for those saying she could have been shy or something, she was much more extroverted and outgoing in comparison to Stacy. Myself and a few friends like to go boating for a few days every year. No TV, games or other distractions. Every time I come back from a trip my girlfriend wants to know the gossip. There is no gossip. So, is David excited about becoming a father? Me, I don't think it came up. Brian is getting his own radio show now? Is he excited? Me, I suppose so, he didn't really mention any more than he got it. I hope you were all safe and had no mishaps. Me, nope, it did rain a bit on the last day's leg of the trip though. Translation: we made a huge mistake setting out in that weather. We lost our chart to the wind about an hour in. We were fairly sure that at least one of us wouldn't be coming home alive. No people bond tighter than two men talking about something nobody else in the world cares about. This is what boy talk is all about. I'm a gamer and my best mate is in Singapore. A new patch came out so we were sitting on voice comms doing nothing in particular trying to figure out how the new numbers changed our gameplay and optimizing really minor crap none of you care about. But specifically to the two of us it's the most interesting and consuming thing in the world to talk out our pointless ideas with each other. 10 minutes later we realize one of our gal friends was in the voice channel and we're like, oh my god. Spy. And she goes, yeah, been listening to your boring ass boy talk. That's when I was like, oh, right. Even half a planet apart, with no facial interaction, hand gestures, any if that standard evolutionary crap. Male bonding is completely uninhibited. Don't need anything but two working brains and a problem to ponder. Most of the answers in this thread revolve around men are simple. Men don't gossip. Or men don't care about most things, etc., and that they are just nice, straightforward creatures. While this may be true for the majority, I do hope that guys reading this thread don't put this male simplicity on a pedestal. It doesn't make you less of a man if you don't experience that blank state of mind as often as the comments suggest men do, or if you are actually interested in your friends' lives and like the occasional, light gossip, or if you care about where to go for dinner. You can worry about stuff and have strong opinions too.